So today I had promised to you that we will start discussing the individual characteristics or the leadership traits. First, I want to give you a small little story. This story is about Subramaniam Chandrasekhar, who was a scientist, and he was a young student. And when Dr. C.V. Raman, who was a Nobel laureate, he had come to India and he had shifted to India permanently to Bangalore, and he wanted to establish a research institute. So he wanted to recruit young scientists to work in that. So a normal advertisement was given, a lot of people were called, they were interviewed, and I think out of the total, 7 were shortlisted, and then Subramaniam Chandrasekhar was there, and thereafter when the final selection was made, he was not selected. सो ये जो सारे साइंटिस्ट स्टूडेंट्स या कह लो यंग प्रोफेशनल एट काम, इनको जो भी आने जाने का खर्चा पानी, ट्रैवल, होटल, ये सब टीए वाला जो है वो इंस्टीट्यूट ने उन्होंने उनको पेमेंट कर दिया. और नेक्स्ट डे चंद्रशेखर केम बैक टू द ऑफिस एंड ही से दैट आई हैव बीन पेड 7 रुपीज एक्स्ट्रा. तो वो 7 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा, तो ऑफिस वालों ने बोला भाई हमने तो बिल बंद कर दिया, सब सबमिट हो गया, अकाउंट्स में चला गया, अभी अकाउंट इज क्लोज एंड नाउ वी कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस. बट देन ही सेज नो, आई हैव टू रिटर्न. तो उन्होंने बोला भाई आप जो है अपना डॉक्टर रमन से बात कर लो, वही अभी कुछ करेंगे. तो ही वेंट टू डॉक्टर रमन एंड ही वेंट टू टेल हिम के आई वांट टू रिटर्न दिस 7 रुपीज विच हैव बीन गिवन एक्स्ट्रा टू मी एंड आई वांट टू जस्ट देयर आफ्टर गो बैक. So Dr. Raman was so impressed with him that he retained him, though the positions which they were interviewed for had already been filled, but a special post was created for him, and then he was given responsibility. Of course he was good, and then he continued to learn, to do more, better, and finally you will be glad to know, if you don't know already, that Subramaniam Chandrasekhar, he himself got a Nobel Prize. So what I want to say is that talent can be cultivated, knowledge can be acquired, but honesty, sincerity जो है, it has to be in the character, and the thing is that it has to be there with you. It is either there or it is not there. So that is what we mean when we say there have to be basic leadership traits, and that is what we are going to talk about. Now, before I start on sincerity, let me just give you another idea or just food for thought. You see, though not every worker or every good worker can become a good leader, that is no doubt about it. There are people who are very good workers but they fail as leaders. But then there are chances that a good worker can become a good leader. And there are 100% chances that a person who is not a good worker will never become a good leader. So the point is that what should be the material qualities which make you a good worker and which prepare you to be a good leader. Now that is something which you may just be knowing, that one has to be a sincere worker, one has to be loyal, one has to be courageous, one has to show enthusiasm, and one has to be unselfish. So if these are the traits which make you a good worker, and then these are the basic materials based on which you can become a good leader. So now we come to sincerity. See, sincerity is required for any leader, but then there are complications, there are certain trade secrets, certain business secrets, certain negotiations which have to be kept under wraps, but then that doesn't mean that the leader is not honest and transparent. So the first sub-quality of sincerity is honesty and transparency. So these are two words. ऑनेस्टी एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसी. ऑनेस्टी, यू नो, ईमानदारी, कोई चोरी चकारी नहीं करनी, कोई गलत काम नहीं करना, कोई पर्सनल बेनिफिट नहीं लेना. एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसी इज दैट यू शुड बी ट्रांसपेरेंट. जो अंदर है वही बाहर है, कोई छुपाने की जरूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए. देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी स्केल्टन इन दी कबर्ड कि कोई आपको शर्मिंदा कर सके, कोई आपको ब्लैकमेल कर सके और कोई आपको कोई चीज छुपानी पड़े. सो एज we were second lieutenants and we were told that you should be honest, but you should seem to be honest. So the point is, a small example, जैसे अभी हमारे बैचलर्स अकोमोडेशन होती थी, खाने पीने के लिए ऑफिसर मेस होती थी. अब ऑफिसर मेस में खाना पीना जो खर्चा वगैरह होता है वो महीने के एंड में उसका मेस बिल बनता है. और मेस बिल जो है वो आप देते हो मेस हवलदार को, मेस हवलदार मेस बिल लेके जमा कर देता है. अब वो मेस बिल में हमें ये बताया जाता था कि यू विल नॉट पे इन कैश, यू विल ऑलवेज पे बाय चेक, सो दैट देर इज अ रिकॉर्ड दैट यू हैव पेड एंड यू हैव पेड फ्रॉम योर ओन मनी एंड इट इज रिकॉर्डेड. Similarly, when I was a brigade commander, so I had, expenses like people visiting. I was very fond of inviting people over, guests, parties, birthday party, wedding anniversary, and then I used to call officers over, in the sense के 2-3 अफसरों को दो हफ्ते में मैं बुलाता था अपने पास, just to bonhomie, get a good feel, and we were all living in field, we were all bachelors. So the point is कि वो जो खर्चा होता था मेरा, I used to tell the mess that you will provide everything, you will buy each and everything from the mess fund, and then in the end you will make a bill, take my signatures, and then put it in the mess bill, and I used to pay by check. I have paid mess bills of up to even 30,000 rupees because whenever there is a big function or something, the expense used to be more. The point is that when you are honest, you should be seen to be honest. And that honesty, that honesty comes down to very small things. I will give you a small example. I, gave a pen to somebody in my office, just present. He said, sir, बड़ा अच्छा पेन है. मैंने कहा ले भाई पकड़ ले, you enjoy it. And after 15-20 days, that fellow went to the admin and said कि मेरे इस पेन के लिए मुझे कंपनी के पैसों से रिफिल खरीद के दे दो. Now, the fellow must have laughed. Of course, he did not give, but the thing got reported back to me, and I have the a very bad impression of that person. So you have to be honest, you have to be seen to be honest, and it can't be hidden. वो कहते हैं ना कि आप कुछ लोगों को हमेशा बेवकूफ बना सकते हो और सब लोगों को कुछ समय के लिए बेवकूफ बना सकते हो, लेकिन सब लोगों को सब समय के लिए बेवकूफ नहीं बना सकते. So you can't hide your dishonesty. And then if your dishonesty comes out, your leadership goes for a 6. The second thing is you have to walk the walk. We talk the talk, हम अपना ज्ञान देते हैं, हम सब कुछ ये कर लो, वैसे कर लो, ये रूल, ये रेगुलेशन, ये पॉलिसी. बट जब वही रूल, रेगुलेशन, पॉलिसी आपके लिए लागू होती है, आप उस समय अपने लिए एक्सेप्शन मांगते हो. अगर आप जो भी प्रोसेस सिखाना चाहते हो, जो भी आप प्रीच कर रहे हो, जो चीज आप चलाना चाहते हो, तो वो आप खुद के ऊपर भी लागू करो. अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कंपनी में आपको काम करना चाहिए, हम कंपनी के लिए जिएंगे मरेंगे, 24 घंटे काम करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो करेंगे, लेकिन आप शाम को 6 बजे घर जाते हो, अपना साला मोबाइल ऑफ कर लेते हो, एंड देन यू आर नॉट अवेलेबल, but you expect your people to work 24 hours, so then it is cheating. So you are not walking the walk. So whatever you preach, you please practice. So that is the second thing about sincerity. The third is invest in your team. Invest in your team means they are not just a collection of talent and skills. They are not machines. They are human beings. And they will need your support, your human touch, your interaction, your empathy, your sympathy, your support whenever it is required. So you have to do that much. You have to walk up to them and soothe them and reassure them that you are there. And then whatever is required for their upskilling, for their growth, for their capability building, provide them whatever is required by them. अब ये नहीं कि आपकी टीम बैठी हुई है और कुर्सियां टूटी हुई हैं, कोई ऐसे लटक रहा है, कोई ऐसे लटक रहा है, लाइट ठीक नहीं है, पंखा नहीं चल रहा, एसी अच्छी तरह से काम नहीं करता है, and you expect them to work. So you have to invest in your team, and that shows that you are sincere for their team's welfare as also for the company and the task that you are telling them to perform. And the second last point is about owning up of your mistakes. If you are sincere, you will be able to say, यार ये मेरे से गलती हो गई, या मेरा ये जजमेंट था, ये जजमेंट ठीक नहीं था. And if you because of your judgmental mistake, there is some repetition or some change or a serious turnaround or a loss, you must be able to also say sorry. You should be able to own up your mistakes individually in front of the employee. You should be able to own up your mistake publicly in front of a group or a people and take responsibility. That is also sincerity. अब ये नहीं कि भाई सब जब ठीक ठाक हो रहा है तो सारा मैंने किया है, वो जो कोई गलती हो गई तो वो जो किसी टॉम डिक एंड हैरी की गलती है. बी अ लीडर, बी सिंसियर, हैव अ स्पाइन, own up your mistakes. And the last point in this is the ripple effect which sincerity will give you. If you are sincere, if you are open, you are honest, you are transparent, you can own up your mistakes, you can be vulnerable. Vulnerability is another thing. A leader should not think that he is God all. He knows everything and it is below his dignity to get ideas, and then he has all the ideas, he doesn't listen to people, he will be only giving out things and not listen. So be open to ideas, be open to discussion, and this is how your sincerity comes out. And if you are sincere, it has a ripple effect. The ripple effect is that everybody else will like to be sincere because he knows that a genuine mistake which is made in good faith by working towards the goals is not going to get him hanged. And everybody will like to be sincere, they will like to work honestly, transparently, they will put in their bit, they will be going out on a limb to work for you and the organization, and this is what you want as a leader. So as I was saying earlier, the knowledge can be acquired, the talent can be mastered, but the honesty, sincerity cannot be acquired across a table. It has to be ingrained in your character, and then it cannot be ingrained in the character once you are already grown up. You can try to do it, but if it is ingrained in you as a character since childhood, that is what is going to matter. And in case you have already grown up, please ensure that your children are given this teaching so that they can have this thing already built in their system or in their software. Here I will tell you a small story. Generally they say that you should not be talking about your own stories, but they are the best true stories that you can tell unless you experience yourself with somebody else or observed somebody else. So when I was commissioned after my training in IMA, so I joined my battalion in July 1983. And then being a para commando battalion, you don't get absorbed, you have to be on probation. Or probation was period of 3 months. In that there was a lot of physical exercises, lot of learning, training, about weapon, about explosives, about tactics, about physical fitness, about, so many other things. So the point is that the physical exercises, the physical tests, they were quite grueling, and they were, like a 2-mile BPT, then 1-mile PPT test, then there was a 10-kilometer speed march, then there was a 20-kilometer speed march, then there was a 30-kilometer speed march, then there was a 40-kilometer speed march. So there used to be a practice in the days, morning, evening, and then one of the Fridays there used to be a practice run. The second Friday there used to be a test. So when I was going for my 40-kilometer final speed march, now these speed marches are with about 17 to 20 kg of load on your back. They fill the pack, small little bags with the sand, and they put it in the big pack. Then you have your weapon, then you have your small pack, then you have your water bottle. So it becomes about 22 to 25 kg, and that is the weight you have to carry. And now the 40 kilometer ke liye bhi there was a time limit. You have time, for excellent, good and satisfactory. So those timings are quite strict, and you cannot walk. You have to run, and it is a slow jog almost throughout. So 40 kilometer speed march used to take about 4 hours to finish, 3.5 to 4 hours to finish, and then you have to be like that only. So when I started that, there were 5-6 other Jawans who were also doing probation, and it was their test also, and I was the only officer. So when I am the only officer, there was a NCO who was running along with me, and there was one more or 2 NCOs, they were looking after the other people. And then there was a medical van, ambulance following us. Then we had to go run 20 kilometers and then turning point and then come back. So because I had already, gone through a very tough this thing, तो कहीं से कंधे छिले हुए थे, कहीं पीठ में था, कहीं कुछ. So when on the turn back, I started feeling tired, and I slowed down, and I started walking for about a kilometer or 2. And then the Havaldar who was with me, Havaldar Nirmal Singh, if I remember correctly was his name, he said कि साहब अपना पैक मुझे दे दो. अब पैक जो है, मैं अगर उसको पकड़ा देता हूँ तो मेरा काफ़ी सारा वजन कम हो जाता है. Then I will be okay, and then I can run faster and complete. So I said nothing. I will not give you. This is my test, and I will carry it myself. So he kept on asking me, साहब दे दो, थक गए हो, थोड़ा आराम कर लो, 500 मीटर के लिए दे दो, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं होता, मैं ऐसे ही पकड़ लेता हूँ. मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, तू रहने दे. I will not give it to you. I will carry the thing myself. Then he साहब पैक नहीं देना तो राइफल ही दे दो. और राइफल ऑल्सो 5 किलो वजन था उसका भी, कि राइफल दे दो, मैं आपकी राइफल पकड़ लेता हूँ, थोड़ी देर तक आपको रेस्ट मिल जाएगा. I said nothing to him. So finally I had to tell him, don't ask me anything. This is my test, and this is my load, and I will carry it myself. Pass or fail or is nothing doing. It doesn't matter to me. So the point is that I passed, and thereafter I was selected, and then I served in the para commandos for about 2.5-3 years. But the point is, this thing was, I thought it was a normal thing, and I did not even think about it for about 35 years. When after retirement I started writing my kind of a life story, and I recounted this, suddenly it struck me that this was possibly a test of my sincerity and honesty, planted by the unit and the probation officer थ्रू दिस हवलदार निर्मल के चेक करो जरा लेफ्टिनेंट साहब को, ये चोरी चकारी तो नहीं करेंगे कभी बाद में, इनका कैरेक्टर कैसा है, ये ईमानदारी से अपना जब कोई देख नहीं रहा तो उस समय गलत काम करने के लिए तो नहीं तैयार हो जाएंगे। और ये जो है ना, जैसे वो कहते हैं कि चावल जब पक जाते हैं तो आपको सारे चावल थोड़ी आप चेक करते हो, अब एक चावल का दाना निकालते हो, आप देखते हो भाई अच्छा ये गल गया, इसका मतलब चावल तैयार है। सो उसी तरह से ये एक पॉसिबली मेरे लिए टेस्ट था, और ये टेस्ट ऐसा था कि इसमें कोई भी जो आदमी है वो सोच सकता था कि यार मेरा कैरियर है, मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ, मैंने मैरून बेरे पहननी है, मैंने अभी मेरी सिलेक्शन हो जाएगी, ये है वो है, तो उसके लिए थोड़ा सा कर लेता हूँ, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, तो पूछ ही रहा है, तो भला मानस मेरी हेल्प ही करने के लिए कर रहा है, कोई चोरी थोड़ी करवा रहा है। बट देन द पॉइंट इज दैट द ऑनेस्टी विच माई फादर एंड माई मदर इनग्रेन्ड इन मी सिंस चाइल्डहुड, वो सिर्फ 3 बातें बोलते थे कि भाई कभी आपने झूठ नहीं बोलना, बड़ों की इज्जत करनी है और शाम को घर वापस आ जाना। तो झूठ बोलने का जो मतलब ही नहीं है और बड़ों की इज्जत करनी है, तो फिर बेईमानी तो आदमी कर ही नहीं सकता। सो वो जो मेरे कैरेक्टर में था है, वो जो पॉइंट वहां पर मैं ठोकर खा सकता था, वो मेरे कैरेक्टर ने मुझे उस ठोकर खाने से बचा लिया। एंड दिस इज समथिंग विच आई फील इज एप्लीकेबल टू ऑल ऑफ यू। जब भी कभी आप ऐसा सोचें कि भाई अकेले में हूं, कोई देख नहीं रहा, रेड लाइट क्रॉस कर ली है, कोई पूछ नहीं रहा, तो वो आपका कैरेक्टर अच्छा नहीं दिखाता है। एंड कहीं ना कहीं ये चीजें किसी ना किसी को दिख जाती हैं, और फिर आपका सारा जो झूठा फसाड आपने आगे क्रिएट किया हुआ है, या जो भी आपने एक मुलम्मा चढ़ाया हुआ है, इमेज बनाई हुई है, वो सब टूट जाती है। उसके बाद आपका लीडरशिप और पोजीशन जो है जीरो हो जाता है। सो आज का ये सिंसेरिटी के ऊपर में जो टॉक है मैं यहीं पर खत्म करता हूं। एंड आई एम श्योर दैट यू विल लर्न, इट इज नेवर टू लेट, इनकलकेट दिस हैबिट और बी सिंसियर, बी ऑनेस्ट, बी ट्रांसपेरेंट एंड वॉक द वॉक। और जैसे मैं कहता हूं कि अपने सबॉर्डिनेट्स को उनका ध्यान रखिए, अपने से जो जूनियर हैं उनका ध्यान रखिए। कोई अगर आपसे गरीब है, कोई आपसे उसकी तनख्वाह कम है, कोई उसका परिवार हल्का है, तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि उसकी इज्जत नहीं है। हर एक आदमी का अपना परिवार में जगह होती है और उस जगह में उसका एक पोजीशन है। कोई पिताजी हैं, कोई चाचा जी हैं, कोई बड़ा भाई है, कोई जीजा जी हैं, कोई अंकल है, कोई ताया है, कोई मामा है, और उनकी अपनी पोजीशन है सोसाइटी में, अपनी फैमिली में उनका एक हायरार्कियल इज्जत है, और उसको आप अपने सामने नीचा नहीं दिखा सकते। और ये भी एक इन्वेस्टमेंट इन योर टीम है। अगर आप अपनी टीम का ध्यान रखते हैं एंड यू शो द सिंसेरिटी, यू शो योर वल्नरेबिलिटी, यू शो योर ह्यूमन टच, योर ह्यूमन नेचर, बिकॉज वो भी एक ट्रांसपेरेंसी है ना भैया। यू आर ऑल्सो ह्यूमन, यू फील good, you feel bad, so that should be expressed. And if you do that, believe you me, your team will be behind you like a rock, and then you will be able to achieve whatever you wish to achieve. All the best, take care, thank you, and Jai Hind.